Hi, I'm Daniel from House Vapes King's Cross, and today I'm going to teach you how to build a coil for your RDA deck. In doing so, I'll show you the equipment you require and different types of decks you can build on, including a RDA, RDTA and RTA. So let's get started. So, building a coil and rebuilding can be a little bit tricky for a beginner. We do recommend understanding a little bit of Ohm's law, but this is not necessary if you're using a regulated device. I'm going to show you three types of decks in which you can build on. First of all is an RDA. This is a rebuildable drip atomizer in which you will drip your liquid directly onto your coils and your cotton. You have the RDTA, which is a similar process as the RDA, but the difference is you have a 2 ml chamber at the bottom of your deck in which you can store 2 ml of liquid, so you don't have to drip too often. And then you have the RTA. It is a similar deck as an RDA, but this one is set inside of a chamber which is then covered by a glass tank. You can refill this as if it's a normal tank and vape on it all day long. So, before we start building our coil, let's make sure we have everything that we need. I personally use the Coil Master V3 kit. In here you get your pliers, your wire cutters, which is essential for building your coils. You get your ceramic tweezers, which you need to strum your coils. Your turtle nose pliers, which is used for cotton. And most essential as well, you have your screwdrivers, your scissors and your coil jig. You will also need some wire. I personally use the Ni80 wire. That's my personal preference, but you can also use stainless steel, Canthal and nickel. Or if you don't feel confident building your own coils, you can also buy pre-made coils like these smoke coils here, which also comes with cotton. These are all pre-made and these are perfect, ready to insert straight away. Okay, so now we have everything, let's start building our coil. So first things first, let's put your RDA on top of your device. The RDA I'm using is the Dead Drop by Vape, and the mod I'm using is the Dynamo TC. Okay, as you can see inside, you've got 4 posts. This one is your positive, this one is your negative, this one is also your positive, and this one is your negative. The reason why you need a positive and a negative post is that when you insert your wire, it completes the complete circuitry. Now to put that one side and start building your coil, what you will need at your Coil Master kit is your Coil Master jig, your turner, and also your posts. For this, I will be using the post that says 30 onto it. That means I will get a 0.3mm inside diameter of my coil. You will insert that into your Coil Master like so. And you'll find the turner and you'll match the number of the turner as your post. So as I'm using the 30 post, I will use the 30 turner. Now you're going to need your wire. Okay, I am using Ni80 wire. That is my preference, but as I said earlier, there are many types of wire which you can use. Okay, so I have cut some wire earlier, just to make it easier for this video. But what you do, you'll just get your wire cutters, take a nice snip from your reel of wire, and away we go. So to start turning your wire, first thing you do, you insert it on your jig like so, and you'll initially give it like a half turn with your fingers like so. Now what you will do, you'll get your jig. So this is when we start counting. So the first turn that we do will be classed as a half turn. So you go half, and then that is followed by 6 full turns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the next turn will be classed as a half turn. So that'll be half. So that'll be 7 turns altogether. What we now do, you will get your wire wire cutters. You will snip some excess wire off like so. Put that aside. You will now get your pliers. You will grab the leg of your wire. So this thing here is called the leg. You will straighten that out with your pliers like so. And you will gradually pull the coil away like so, just to stretch it out. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. The next thing you do, you get your coil jig again, and you will press that coil back together like so to give it a spring effect. You will remove your coil, you will spin it around and put it back onto your jig, and you will repeat the process. So you will pull your legs down, straighten out your coil, give it a tug, get your jig, push it together to make a lovely spring, and then you will just straighten out your legs again like so. Give it a little squeeze with your fingers just to make sure them legs are perfectly straight. Like so. And now what you'll do with your wire cutters, you will cut them legs to maybe about 1/2 inch. That's all you're going to need. Okay, so with the dead drop RDA, you will need 2 coils. So I already have one pre-made here and one I made earlier. Now to insert your coil, what you will need your screwdriver, and here you have some screws on either side. You will need to loosen up each screw. Like so. Sometimes it is a bit difficult to find the hole, but you'll get there. And now to insert your coil, put your coil back onto your jig like so, and you will place that into the holes on the posts like so. And then with your finger, just very gently hold your coil into place, and then with your screwdriver, tighten up the posts. Make sure they are nice and tight. If they're not tight, you will not complete the circuitry. And then with your jig, put it back through into the coil, give them a nice little tug, and then just tighten your screws. Like so. And you repeat the process on the other side. So you insert your coil, tighten up your screws, same again, make sure they're nice and tight. And with your jig, set through the coil, give it a tug, and you're ready to go. And now at this point you do here, you will turn on your device, and you will very lightly, at around about 26 watts, just pulse your coils. And as you can see in the coils, they're heating lovely and evenly in the center. That's how you know they're ready to go. If they don't heat up evenly in the center, what you can do is with your ceramic tweezers. You can just give them a little sprung like so, and this will help the heat evenly penetrate through the wires. But if you space your wires out like you have, there will be no need to strung your wires. And now what you're going to need your cotton. You're going to need a pair of scissors. So what you will do with your cotton, you'll take your cotton and you will work out the cotton distance between your coil and the outside of the tank. So as you can see from here, I've got about 1 inch either side, so you give that a cut there, like so, and you do the same again. So you measure it out, so you give it a snip. Now this part is called wicking. So what you'll do, you get some cotton, like so. Now the amount of cotton you put into your coil is very difficult to tell you. It's completely down to personal preference, but I can guide you. So with the cotton, what you'll do, you'll give it a little twist, like so. So it almost looks like a little bit of ice cream. And you will insert that in the middle of your coil, like so. Just give it a little twist as you go, just to pull it through. So as you can see here, this is a little bit too tight. So what I will do, I will remove my cotton, and I will just remove a tiny little bit extra cotton on the side of it, like so. And I'll just repeat the process. As you can see now, that's gone through nice and smoothly. So when you put your cotton in, you want it to be snug, but not too snug. So when you move it, you want a tiny bit of resistance from the cotton to the wire. If it's too loose, you will get a dry hit. And now we will repeat the process on the other side. Same again, push your cotton through, pull through, and there we go. So what we'll do now, we will use your turtle nose pliers, and all we'll do now is we'll very gently just fluff out this cotton. So the reason why we fluff out the cotton is that when it's nice and fluffy, it absorbs the liquid much more easier, and it distributes it to the coil faster. And now we'll just give the cotton a little bit of a snip, because we don't want it too long. If it's too long, the tank can leak, or you just will not get the full flavour. And again, with your tweezers, all you want to do is tuck your cotton down away from the coil into the middle, like so. And that's your coil and your wicking. And now the final stage would be with some liquid. You want to put some liquid over the coil onto the cotton. This is the pre-wicking part. If you do not do this first, you will get a dry hit, like so. Make sure it's all lovely and saturated. Then just wait a few moments to let it all absorb. And now what you can do, you can just pulse it a little bit, just to burn off a little bit of the excess liquid, like so. And now you put your cap back on. And now when you want to fill this, all you do with your bottle is pour it straight on top and vape away. Well, that's it guys. Thank you very much, and let's have a recap. So to recap, number 1, just make sure the legs of your coils are not too long. If they are, they can cause a cross circuit. Number 2, make sure your coils heat evenly from inside out. If not, it can burn you and your wicks. Number 3, make sure your wicks are not too long. If they are, it can cause leakage, and also your RDA may not vape properly and you will not get the full flavour. So I hope this video has helped you. If not, please comment below, or you can pop into one of our stores and we'll happily give you a one-to-one tutorial. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like these, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to find our newest products. The links are in the description. Thanks for watching guys.